Of the Zulu nation. Founded by King Shaka in 1816, it began as a small tribe of only 1,500 people. The Nazareth Baptist Church held a prayer ahead of the cultural proceedings. President Jacob Zuma, Zulu King Goodwill Zwelithini and Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi addressed the event. This year's celebration also marks the 45-year reign of King Goodwill Zwelithini. It's the first time that King Shaka commemoration event was being held in Durban. Unity and reinforcement of culture were echoed to create a better South Africa.
Thank you very much for joining us on this historic day for our nation and Africa as a whole. The Zulu nation owes all the originators of these celebrations a debt of gratitude. This day affords us an occasion to look back in our history and admire the innumerable milestones that we have covered.
And now let's look at other Heritage Day celebrations that took place across the country today.
The Royal Bafokeng's nation trekked south to Kimberley's Big Hole to pay tribute to the forefathers, digging for diamonds in the 1800s. They made enough money to buy platinum-rich land in Northwest, where they later settled.
We need to get together as older people to define what culture is and what all the things that we are calling that is culture. This has to be done because of culture, to be able to explain to them.
I met one of those who were here, an old man. He was always talking about the art and telling us how difficult it was to come here and go back home.
Bafokeng Big Hole tradition dates back to the 1980s. The promotion of mother tongue education, another prominent heritage issue.
It's very important because as the students we have to respect our language to respect ourselves.
I've learned to respect people's culture and to know our culture.
We hope that if we do that, our grandchildren will be able to say we are African.
Some headed for the soccer field. The message to young people: play an active role in affirming, promoting and preserving your heritage.
When we attained this freedom, it was to give people that liberty to express themselves, in a way in which they believe, represents their heritage. But I think that, as long as some of the activities that we engage into are part of the contribution towards what we want to achieve as a nation.
Many spent the day around bright fires.
Heritage for me, it means embracing my culture. I'm Pedi and I'm also married to a Xhosa man. So for us it's a mixed culture. So my kids will grow up in a diversified cultural background. I know one of my daughter will always say I'm half Pedi, I'm half Xhosa. So today basically is just us celebrating that day.
I want to challenge the youth. I want to challenge the adults. I wanted to challenge everybody to continue to celebrate the Heritage Day. It must not be celebrated only on this day. It must be celebrated every day.
We are happy with this opportunity given to us by our government to celebrate us, our heritage.